Buyers put the brakes on over the summer and decided to stay on the sidelines, and August numbers show it. But sellers? They were a bit more optimistic, leading to a surge of new listings and causing supply to skyrocket. As for prices, well, you might be surprised where they landed. Stick around and I'll break it all down for you, right here, right now. Hi and welcome back to Everything Toronto. And for those new to the channel, I'm Fred Renna, a local real estate broker right here in Toronto, Ontario. And I specialize in helping clients from around the globe relocate to, from, and within the Greater Toronto Area. Toronto's real estate market slowed down significantly over the summer, which is pretty normal this time of year because we typically see a drop due to seasonality. Well, except for sellers listing their homes. In fact, active listings hit new highs in August, proving that supply is no longer an issue in the city of Toronto. So, does this mean we're in a buyer's market? Well, let's dive into the numbers and find out. The average price of a home in Toronto in August hit $1,029,069, a decrease of 5.4% month over month. Again, this was expected due to seasonality, but it increased 2.3% compared to August of last year. Yep, you heard right. The average price in the city of Toronto continues to go up year over year. And this increase was mainly driven by the sale of detached homes in the city. And we'll get to those numbers in a bit. And when you compare the average price to August 2022, it's only down a mere 0.3%. And in case you're wondering, it's also up 2.9% compared to 2021. TREB recorded 4,177 new listings in August, dropping 31.2% month over month and 3.5% year over year. Compared to 2022, it's up 10.4%. But when it comes to total listings, Toronto saw 8,625 active listings in August, a decrease of 8.4% month over month. And wait till you see this. It's up 45.5% year over year. It's also up 68.3% compared to August of 2022. And again, in case you're wondering, active listings are up 110% compared to 2021. There were 1,718 properties sold in August, a decrease of 13.5% month over month, and a decrease of 9.1% year over year. It's also down 9.2% compared to 2022. And the average days on market, which is the average number of days a home sits on the market until it sells, climbed to 30 days in August. This is an increase of 6 days month over month and 9 days year over year. And it's up 7 days compared to 2022. So it's evident that sellers were jumping into the market, while buyers, instead, have decided to wait it out despite previous interest rate cuts in both June and July. Now let's look at months of inventory, which is often used to determine if we're in a seller's market, a buyer's market, or a balanced market. It currently sits at 3.7 months of inventory. Technically, based on this number of 3.7, it should mean that we're on the cusp of a seller's market. But in my opinion, it's a very weak one since buyers are absent. Toronto is leaning heavily into a balanced market, but I would say we're already there considering buyers are nowhere to be found. Now let's drill down into different housing types in the city of Toronto. First, we'll look at detached homes, where the average price in August was recorded at $1,692,239, up 2.7% from July, and up 3.5% year over year. It's also up 2.7% compared to 2022. There were 484 detached homes sold in August, down 19.5% month over month, and up 7.3% year over year. And it's down 5.3% compared to 2022. Next, let's look at semi-detached homes. But before we do, I'd really appreciate it if you hit that subscribe button. If this is your first time on the channel and you want to know all there is to know about living in Toronto, including real estate plus all the great stuff to do in the city, then subscribe and tap that bell so you can be the first to know about everything Toronto. The average price for a semi-detached home in August hit $1,204,678, down 4% from last month and down 2.5% from last August, but it's up 6.9% compared to 2022. There were 133 semi-detached homes sold last month, down 22.2% month over month and 3.6% year over year. It's also down 16.4% compared to 2022. Now let's look at townhomes, where the average price was recorded at $906,594, a decrease of 6.6% month over month and year over year. It's also down 0.7% compared to 2022. There were 169 townhomes sold in August, down 17.2% month over month and 18.8% year over year. It's also down 7.1% compared to 2022. Lastly, we'll look at condos, where the average price slipped to $681,835. This is the lowest it's been since February of 2021. It's also down 8.9% month over month and 5.9% year over year. And it's also down 7.5% from 2022. There were 922 condos sold in August, a decrease of 7.2% month over month and 15.1% year over year. It's also down 10.3% compared to 2022. And there you have it, Toronto's market update for the month of September. And if you're curious to see how all this compares to the Greater Toronto Area as a whole, then click the link above to watch my GTA market update. And before I leave you, just a quick reminder that if you're thinking of moving or need help figuring it all out, reach out to us anytime. Every day we get calls from people just like you planning their next move. Whether you're moving to, from, or anywhere within the GTA, we've got you covered. Our team is dedicated to providing tailored solutions that match your needs and timeline to help make your move easy and stress-free. So if you're planning a move, feel free to give us a call, send us a text, or drop us an email. Thanks for watching, subscribing, and liking this video, and don't forget to tap that bell. Thanks again, and I'll see you next time.